all things are not self. All things are not hyphen self, not self. Anatta. All things are not self. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. So she asks, Acharyaji, what is meant by the non-self that is constantly being pointed to in the Buddhist literature? Only like can meet with like. Unlikes don't meet. We talk of ourselves. We speak in terms of the I. But the I is always coupled with something. That thing is presumed to be I. I mother, I father, I body, I woman, I young, I old, I knowledgeable, I ignorant, I rich, I poor. All these that we are using to couple with the I are material. The proof that they are material is that they can be numerically measured. There can be numerical pointers to ascertain them, describe them. The I cannot be described using anything numerical. It is not in the dimension of numbers. But whatever you are talking of with respect to the I is in the numerical domain. I man, the man has weight, the man has height, the man has age. All of these are expressible as numbers. They are in the same dimension, but not in the same dimension as I. I American, I Indian, I Australian. And the country is very much a material thing, is it not? The location can be expressed as numbers. The population, the territory. Even if you say, I am a feeling, the feeling too is material, because even the feeling can be expressed in numbers. There is the intensity of the feeling that goes up, comes down. And one feeling is related to the other feeling. There too, the association can be expressed numerically. Mathematics proves useful when we are describing all the stuff that we find ourselves related with. The Buddha kept on repeating, all that which you think of as yourself is not you at all. You cannot acquire yourself from outside, can you? Stuff can come from outside. Essence cannot come from outside. But when you look at yourself, you find that all that which you are now so firmly tied to has only come from somewhere else. That somewhere else is the world. Some point in the world. Is there any bit of your knowledge that you didn't take from somewhere? Is there any bit of your knowledge which arose from within? Is there anything called as within? Or is it all without? The external, the sansar. The Buddha has been ceaselessly telling, there is nothing but the sansar. And the sansar is not you. It's just that you are associated, and wrongly so. Your habits have come from sansar. They don't describe you. Your thoughts have come from sansar. They don't represent you. Your age, your gender, your very physical existence, your property, your pleasures, your fame, have all come from the world. If you associate with them, you get suffering. You don't want to lose yourself, do you? But all that which you take from somewhere is prone to loss. And so you will be afraid, and so you will suffer. The Buddha says, confusion with respect to the self is the fundamental cause of suffering. He does not say know yourself. He puts it even more powerfully. He says know what you are not. Knowing yourself is a little problematic, because as far as this material body is concerned, it can know only the material. So how can it know you if you are not the material? But because this body is capable of knowing the material, do know the material, and then see that the material is not you. Don't define yourself, but see that all that which can be defined is not you. Don't think of yourself, but see that all that which can be thought of is not you. Get attached to objects of thought, to the bits in sansar, and you have condemned yourself to an unnecessary hell. Is the Buddha silent or ambiguous on who you are? Because he doesn't talk of Atma. He talks only of Dhanatma, that which you are not. Yes, the Buddha is silent, but his is a very telling silence. A very evocative, a very eloquent silence. When he says, know what you are not, then the knowing is who you are. Who will know what you are not? That which you are, right? Who will know what you are not? The one who is will know the one who is not. So the knowing itself is the proof of and the identity of the one who is. Who am I? The one who knows. Therefore, when the Buddha would be asked, who are you? He would say, I am. Or he would say, I am awareness. When Angulimal confronts him and asks, who are you? The Buddha says, I am the one who has woken up. All these responses at various places, various occasions, tell of the same thing. The Buddha is talking of himself not as the realized one, but as realization. Who am I? The knowing. Who am I? The one who is constantly knowing. I am awareness. I'm not the aware one. I am awareness. Bodho aham. The Buddha is the sweet fruit of Vedanta. Apparently, he rallied against the Vedas. But those who can see will see that the Buddha sits at the summit of the Himalayas, atop the Upanishadic mountain, along with the great rishis. There is Yajnavalkya by his side. There is Uddalak. There is Aruni. It's just that Buddha came at a time when the Upanishadic tradition had been so very corrupted that he had to use a language of opposition, of dissent. But The opposition is superficial. At the heart of Buddha's utterances lies Bodhoaham.